Hey there, YouTubers. I just want to do a quick video on three of my favorite camcorders that I've used over the years. They're all standard definition, but they're all digital. So I'm going to start with the first one, which is going to be the Sony Digital 8. So this is a DCR TRV 260. It is 100% digital. It uses FireWire to output its signal. It has a flip-out screen. It's a 4:3 ratio for the screen, but you can set this camcorder for widescreen, which I used a lot when I shot video. When I first got it, I didn't know all that much about it, but it definitely shoots in 16:9 widescreen. And again, it's just standard definition, but it is pure digital. This thing, I got it over 20 years ago, and it's still, from the tapes that I shot 20 years ago to the tapes I shoot with it today, you can't tell the difference. That's how good this camcorder works. It comes with a lithium ion battery. It's like an info lithium is a Sony deal. And these batteries that came with it, the two batteries I got 20 years ago, still hold a complete charge. I get hours worth of use out of the batteries on these. Totally amazing. It is kind of bulky and heavy. It uses an 8mm tape, which records a total digital signal. But it's an awesome camcorder. It's a bit bulky to carry around, and people sometimes look at me like, what are you doing? What are you carrying that thing around for? But I'm old school. I like to shoot video with a real video camera. I don't, cell phones are convenient. You have them with you all the time to shoot a quick video. This has a real optic lens. It's a moving glass lens. I think this has a 40:1 ratio, and then it's got the digital zoom, which I do not use. It says 990x, but it's 20x optical zoom. I would rather have that than having the picture enhanced digitally just to make it look bigger, because then you start getting pixels for sure. But this is the DCR TRV 260. Awesome camcorder. Next up, I've got the DCR DVD 105. This is another Sony. I just recently acquired this at a flea market. Got it for pennies. I paid $2.50 for it. They had it marked $5, and it was a half-price sale because they were getting ready to close up shop. So I got this awesome little camcorder for $2.50. It's got a 2000x digital zoom, which again I do not use that kind of fakery when I zoom in on something. I like to use the real glass lens and the actual optical zoom that it has. This is a mini DVD camcorder, which I always wanted one of these, but could never afford one. And then I find one at an auction for $2.50 or a flea market, and it works. It works. I had to buy media for it on eBay because you just can't find these in the store anymore. Super cheap. I got a pack of three discs that are rewritables for about $8. So you can erase them, re-record over them, so you can mess around with it and play around with it and just erase it and do it over again. This has the, again, it's got the 4:3 aspect ratio screen, but you can shoot widescreen with it. It's a touch screen. It's very, it's got a lot of different settings. I haven't quite played around with too much of them yet. I like to shoot outdoors type stuff, so outdoors is always best for me when I'm shooting video. It always looks the best. Indoor, you have to have the right lighting, you have to have the right settings, blah, blah, blah. This has a 40x optical zoom. If you can see that, there we go. It's got a few little scratches on it. It's got a space for a Duo Pro stick, which it did not come with, and I don't really care to be shooting photos with it because they're not all that great anyway. But yes, this camcorder is awesome. It works great. The battery no longer holds a charge, even though it isn't a Sony info lithium battery. It does not hold a charge anymore, but I can get one for about $15 on eBay, which would suit my needs for it. I really like shooting with this camcorder. It's really decent. All right, and the last camcorder I want to show in this video is my Canon FS200. It's got a 41x optical zoom. I don't care so much about the digital. It's got a nice lens with moving glass lenses. This is a all digital. It records on SD cards, and you put the card in the bottom right there in that little slot. I currently have like a 30 gig card. I can shoot for hours on this thing at the highest definition it'll go. It's still standard def, but at the highest recording rate, it does put out a really nice video. Again, most of these consumer camcorders shoot their best stuff when you're outdoors because the lighting is so much nicer outdoors. It does get a little grainy when you get indoors and the lighting isn't all that great. And I've noticed that with other Canon camcorders as well. But this one is really nice. It's small enough I can fit it in my pocket. It does come with a 16 by 9 widescreen default, so that is very nice. I started using one of these many years ago when I was shooting videos for a church I went to, and I always wished that I had had one of these too. And then I finally got one for Christmas one year. My wife got me one used, and she got a really good deal on it. And I've used this a lot. I've taken it on a lot of trips, and I had a lot of fun shooting video with this. One nice thing about this Canon that the two Sonys do not have that I already showed you, this right here, an external microphone input. Back several years ago, I was shooting a ministry video series for my mother-in-law. It was on public access TV. We shot over 100 episodes, and I started out using a bulky VHS camcorder. Then I went to a digital 8 camcorder made by Hitachi. And the reason I picked the Hitachi was because it had the external microphone jack, and I could hook a lapel mic to it for better sound. And that's what I like about these Canons. They do have the external microphone jack, so you can hook almost any kind of microphone to it. The two Sonys, unfortunately, as nice as the video quality and everything is on them, they do not have external mics. Again, this is another one I like to take. Shoots great outdoors. Yeah, so this is the Canon FS200. They made another one. It was an FS100. It's basically the same as this. Maybe not as many whistles and bells. And then they went ahead and they made a higher line of the FS series, and they've got into 720p, and then they got into 1080p high def, which I don't like to shoot in high def so much because, for one, it requires a lot more horsepower on your computer in order to be able to edit the video footage, whereas the standard def right here, I can use a Windows XP computer with an old software program and still put out a decent product. Right now I'm using Windows 10 with very old software that I bought back in 2007, and the software works great with Windows 10, and I'm able to edit all the high def, or not the high def, but the standard definition video that I want to shoot. Great stuff. So there you have it, 3 of my very favorite camcorders that I've always liked to use. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.